Chief McGwitch, Lacey, that was awesome. This is a great day for Chief Seattle Club and the Native community, and I need to say that none of this would be possible without the fierce leadership and fierce advocacy of this next speaker, Colleen Echohawk. Yeah, she's broke down barriers and walls for our Native community, and we're now finally get a chance to thrive. So, more welcome for Colleen Echohawk.
Good morning, everyone. It is an incredible day. Thank you so much for being here. I am honored to be the executive director here at the Chief Seattle Club. I'm an enrolled member of the Pawnee Nation of Oklahoma. My traditional name is Dewakiha, and it means she brings the sunshine. So, we're just grateful for the ancestors leading us, guiding us through this entire process, because this has truly been guided by our ancestors and guided by our elders who have brought us to this place. Every year around this time, I get a little freaked out and I start talking to our staff, and I'm just like, it's so cold outside. It's so cold. What are we doing? Do we have enough sleeping bags? Do we have enough coats? Let's get our winter drive going. And every year Derek tells me to calm down, because this is the start of a long winter ahead of us, where we know that our relatives who are experiencing homelessness are the least likely to go into shelter. And so we are so concerned for them every single year. And this year, I walked into the beautiful rooms right to our right here and was so blown away and was filled with emotion. And I have to say that probably 5 of our staff have come up to me and board members and said, Colleen, I cried when I walked into that room. Because that's what it really, for our staff and for our board, this is our relatives. These are our folks who we believe in so much. We have so much belief in our members of the Chief Seattle Club. So I am so thrilled to be here at the beginning of our Eagle Village welcoming for you all. I want to thank a few people. I really want to thank the Executive Constantine, who is here and will be giving some remarks in a moment. Are we here? Okay. I also want to thank the staff at Chief Seattle Club. My senior leadership team is incredible, and they did such a good job. Give them a hand. I have to say, I came down here and it was just so beautiful. So thank you so much. What a wonderful team. I also want to say our board of directors has just been so incredible. I want to thank all of you who are here, especially Annie Kirk, our board chair, who's right there in the middle. Wave your hand, Annie. Sometimes I think our board of directors at Chief Seattle Club has a little bit of whiplash, board meeting to board meeting, because I'm saying, let's do this, let's try this, because we are passionate and believe so much in our relatives that they deserve to be inside, and we can give them every single thing that we can. And this is a first step. This is a first step of breaking down institutionalized racism that has continued to ensure that Native people are the most likely to be homeless in our city and in this region. That is unacceptable. And so I'm so proud to partner with King County to break down these systemic racist policies. We are on a mission, and we want to invite you to join us in this mission to ensure that every Native person is brought inside to warmth and security, because when we do that, we impact our entire system. We impact our system for good. What is good for Native people is good for all people. So I want to thank you so much for being here, and I want to invite Executive Constantine, our partner in this work, to join us on stage and offer some remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen. Thank you all for being here today. I'm so excited to celebrate King County's new partnership with Chief Seattle Club. King County wants to move forward in taking on the homeless crisis among Native residents, among all residents, with urgency and with innovation. And this partnership represents both. Here we are with these modular units. Our former head of the Department of Community and Human Services scoured the country looking for housing units that we could stand up more quickly than the traditional stick-built models. And we located these in Texas. These were used to house workers in the oil fields, and we dispatched Colonel Tony Wright over there to go to Texas and figure out how we could get these units here to Seattle and to King County, and he did it. It cost about $3 million to acquire the units and to get them transported and to get them installed here. you know, the reason that it is urgent, in 2019, more than 11,000 people are homeless in this county at any one time. And we've made some significant progress on reducing the number of people who are homeless since last year, including the number of unsheltered people. But as you know, and as Colleen mentioned, the American Indian and Alaska Native community is 10 times more likely to be homeless and has the highest rates of being unsheltered. It is unconscionable in this part of the country, in King County and Central Puget Sound, with all of this wealth, with all of this prosperity, that we are continuing to see these kinds of rates of homelessness and these extraordinary rates of homelessness in the Native population. And that's why King County is partnering with the Chief Seattle Club on Eagle Village. We are in a crisis, and we need to find creative solutions to bring people from the streets into shelter, into housing. Last year, King County purchased these 20 modular units, and we are thrilled that not only are we able to stand them up here on land that is entitled to Metro property. I say entitled because, of course, this is the land of the Native peoples of this region, the Duwamish people in particular, and this land is part of Metro Transit's holdings. The head of Metro Transit is here right now. Thank you. We're using it, and one of the advantages of modular is that we're able to stand up these units and house people here for a number of years, and when the land needs to be reused for another purpose, we can identify other land nearby, pick them up, move them, and continue on with our mission. We're also going to be providing operating funding, several $100,000 of operating funding, to make sure that services are provided here on site. Native-led agencies are the best stewards to house Native people. And Chief Seattle Club has demonstrated results with 86% success rate in moving homeless households into permanent housing. And just by way of comparison, that compares to about a 77% success rate community-wide, and with only 2.5% of clients relapsing back into homelessness, compared to about 6% more broadly. Even with Chief Seattle Club's successes, it can be challenging to house the most chronically homeless at-risk individuals. Native communities often face multiple barriers, including past legal or financial problems or behavioral health challenges born of intergenerational trauma. Some of the most at-risk individuals remain on a caseload for many months, perhaps even a year or two before finding housing. And during that time, many people become discouraged and abandon their effort to get off the street and become further isolated from services. Eagle Village is a new solution for homeless Native residents waiting for permanent housing. Eagle Village is going to use a holistic healing model centered on building community and fostering a sense of belonging. There will be traditional ceremonies and art. There will be drumming and singing and healing circles and well-variety classes. There will be a medicine garden to nurture relationships and community while bringing healing to the residents. Eagle Village provides a stable address for commuting to employment or healthcare or access to on-site services while our residents work with case managers to find permanent, affordable housing in the community. Eagle Village will rekindle hope, and it will give our most vulnerable homeless community a new chance to thrive. And in 2021, Eagle Village residents can transition into Chief Seattle Club's new project that includes 60 units for formerly homeless individuals and households. I want to thank Catholic Community Services for partnering with us in the development of Eagle Village. Their help has been invaluable, and to all of those county employees, from Metro to facilities to community and human services who put so much of their lives into making this happen. Thank you, and I can't wait for you to see the results. I'm so excited about this new partnership to transform a currently unused parking lot into a community of healing and of hope. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the grand opening of Eagle Village.
Chief McGuitch now. So we have to do a little agenda change here. So again, I'm Derek Belgard, Deputy Director for Chief Seattle Club. I'm an enrolled member of the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians of Oregon. I'm also Chippewa Cree, Rocky Boy, Montana. So again, thank everyone for coming out today as we celebrate this grand opening of Eagle Village. Today is a wonderful occasion. We're going to house 30 of our most vulnerable relatives and provide warmth, safety, and security as we find permanent housing solutions. Eagle Village is going to save lives. We all know the growing disparities in our Native community, like Natives are 10 times more likely to be homeless than other communities. That we make up just 1% of the general population, yet we make up 10% of the homeless population. This has been extremely frustrating for us at the Chief Seattle Club and the Native community. Because we've all been screaming all along and trying to explain why that disparity exists, but it falls on deaf ears. See, we all knew that westernized systems approach and mainstream services and providers, they all lack the culturally appropriate knowledge, wisdom, and tool set to actually have a true reach into our community that has sustainable impact. The past couple of years, though, people have been slowly coming to the table and finally acknowledging that fact. And this past year, King County not only stepped up to the plate, but they jumped up and decided to attack the growing disparities in a meaningful way by truly supporting the Native community and the Chief Seattle Club. So on behalf of the club, I'd like to thank many people here today. So with that, we want to provide a special thank you to the leadership of King County, including Executive Dow Constantine, Joe McDermott, of course Leo Floor, and our warrior out there, Casey Six Killer. Yeah, go Casey. And I also need to say Chief McGuitch to Valerie Kendall and Janice Haugen. Without your patience and hard work on the ground with us, we wouldn't be here today. So we really say Chief McGuitch. We also want to acknowledge our wonderful partnership with Catholic Community Services as well, and give a quick shout out to Michael Reichert, Bill Hollerman, and again, special thanks to Dan Wise and Doug McKean. Without your expertise and knowledge developing these similar projects, we'd have been totally lost without your guidance. So, Chief McGuitch. We also want to thank Bank of America for sending out an amazing volunteer group last week. They came out here last week and worked their tails off scrubbing those units and making them shine for our relatives to move into soon. You'll all get a chance to see those in a moment. I also want to acknowledge and honor and thank the wonderful Louis Gong and 8th Generation for their generous and wonderful blanket donation. Those blankets are going to be used, they're going to be used to keep our relatives warm and cozy as they enjoy their new safe units. And finally, I want to thank the entire Chief Seattle Club staff for all their hard work getting us to this point. In particular, I want to give a huge thanks to the amazing new Eagle Village staff. They're all in the crowd out here. With a special shout out to Donalda Lyons, the on-site manager. Thank you. We couldn't have done it without you. So now I have the honor and privilege to announce our next speakers. We had great speakers so far with Dow, and of course the amazing Colleen Echohawk. But these next two speakers are my highlight of the day. These two women are longtime relatives and members of the Chief Seattle Club. And with the Eagle Village, we're thrilled to be able to say today that they're formerly homeless. And on top of that, not only formerly homeless, but also formerly unemployed, because they joined the Eagle Village staff, and they're going to be here on site to make sure the site is secure and safe. So the first speaker, Jolene Neese.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jolene, and I'm very nervous, so excuse me. I am Lakota Oglala from South Dakota, and I don't know. Thank you.
You want me to hold for you?
Yeah, thank you. I'm nervous. Okay.
You gotta hold it really close to your mouth.
Right. Okay, I'm Oglala Rosewood Lakota Sioux from South Dakota. I've been indigenous for like 3/4 of my life. Living in a tent has its ups and downs, but it's only the only home I have. It's the only home I've known. Every day you gotta pack up. I pack up my tent and I move every day, just so I'm no nuisance to the public or the businesses or anything. And like some days it can be rainy and freezing. I'll go to like the churches. I have a couple churches that know me. They just say, clean up after yourself, and I'm like, yeah, thank you, because they let me use their plug-in. And I go there, on rainy days and when it's cold, because I warm myself with like a hair dryer. I, push it in my sleeping bag, and my tent's all warm, and I'll dive in it, and I'm good for the night. My breath holds in the air, the tarp, and that's the kind of structure that us as Native Americans have, because in our day we built a fire in the middle of the room, and that's how we kept warm. So we emphasize what we got, and we're grateful and humble for it. So I thank the churches for being lenient for me. I don't know. I just everyone gets a chance, at living situations, and we all come. I come from dysfunctional, and I got a chance, and then I got a second chance, and then I didn't follow the rules, maybe, it didn't work, and then I believe this is like a third chance, a direction where I mistake and I learned, and I'm looking for goals, my goals instead of dreams, I'm very grateful for coming to this room that I'm gonna be living in. It's very exciting for me to be finally functional in my mind to reach my goals and hopes, and be a positive part in this grasping our indigenous, anybody that I feel I can help. And I'm getting more nervous, so excuse me.
You're doing great.
Thank you. It's a dream for success and striving for goals. This temporary place given to me is like a new day with hopes and smiles. So.
Well, now Patricia St. Mark's.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Derek. Danse, everyone. So happy we have so many people to come to this very special day. So grateful. It's been a really rough road for me to travel. Sorry. Always looking for that safe place to just escape reality. I have nothing without a home, but now I do today. Thank you for this village. Since a manager at Kmart decided I was his kicking bag, my life has turned into taking care of others and my family. Having PTSD has made me a runner, and fixing everyone else and not fixing myself till today. Knowing I'm going to have a place to live in Eco Village and move into my home one day has put my heart into a permanent smile. I'm scared to share it because it might go away. Every day I wake up feeling free. Now, it's okay to feel good, I tell myself. We don't have to be ashamed anymore. We didn't do anything. I keep telling myself that every day. Thanks to Lua and Elma for picking me up off the ground and helping me walk with my head up and can be the woman the Creator wanted me to be. I'm so grateful I'm in a space that I can help others as well as myself. Thank you, Derek, Belgard, and Donalda, and Lua, all the staff and advocates. Thank you all so very much. This is really, really special and a great step for all of our people. Blessing all of you that has helped. I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you. Miwasen.
Okay, Sherry, I guess Joe did show up. So we might have another speaker here in a few minutes, but right now we're going to go ahead and do the AIM song. We'll probably start closing out from here. So after we're done, if you know the song, come in and join in. It's a unity song. It's a togetherness song. After that, we're going to have some tacos behind you there, fresh from off the res, food catering. And then after that, the units, and those 2 units, trailers there, we have an open house, and go ahead and view them. There's a couple beautiful units that are staged in there. You can really see what could be possible here at Eagle Village. So yeah, we'll close this out with an AIM song, and yeah, enjoy the afternoon.
behind you. So please stay, enjoy the food. You're also welcome to take a tour of the Eagle Village. Thanks again for coming. Have a great time. Enjoy each other's company. We're glad you're here.